What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Thursday night of smoking, talking to you guys about I don't know. It's ParanormalHooD live radio, and obviously I'm smoking, and Jiggy is still not here with us again. He's doing good. He's doing okay. He's not able to get out, venture out yet. Um, and you know, join us here in the studio. So it's just me again. So I'm gonna smoke this blunt with you real quick. Maybe I might find a news story or something. But it's been a hell of a fucking week for me. And yeah, I don't got much. I don't got much. Been really busy lately. Been really busy. Sucks that Jiggy got had some things going on here. That's unfortunate. Hopefully he'll be back here soon. But it's kind of worked out in a way because I've had to do other things. Out of mind, yeah, he's okay. Um, he's good. He's getting he's getting better and stuff like that. Like I said, I mean I've said it last week, said it before. He's waiting. He tell everybody what's going on and stuff. I know some of you he's talked to in DMs on Twitters and Instagram and stuff like that, but he's doing okay and he's doing good and stuff. But he's just kind of complicated to say, but so it's just hard for him to get out of the house and stuff right now because he has all kinds of stuff still hooked up to him. So he's waiting for that to come off, but he's home and everything, so he's good. Yeah, I guess I mean to say I mean those who don't know what Jiggy was in the hospital. He was sick. He'll explain more to you guys and stuff. So he was there, and then he had some surgery, um, and everything. So now he's just on the healing side of stuff. Everything's good. He's fine. He's gonna be great. Be back to normal soon. Like I said, he's just on the healing side and everything after that. So no, it's all good. Um, like I said, he's just waiting to get. He wants to come back and see and talk to everybody and stuff like that, and to talk to everybody, and it's happened to him, so he wants to, I guess, tell everybody. So but it's unfortunate what happened to him and stuff, and he's very lucky he got to the hospital on time, and they were able to do what they had to do, fix him up. Now it's just take him some time to heal up and everything like that. So, like I said, he's doing really good. Um, I haven't seen him since a few days, couple, well, over a little over a week ago and stuff like that. He's just I talked to him and everything like that. So, but I saw him and he was in the hospital on the bed, and then he went home, came home a few days later. So he just try to rest as much as he can and heal up and everything. So, and I tell him that everybody asks for him every week and stuff, and how he's doing. He appreciates all the love and, and the thoughts and everything from everybody. Excuse me. So again, yeah, I'll tell him again that everybody said what's up. He might actually be watching right now. I don't know if he'll say anything. I know he's been in some watching in some other live streams. I think he was on. What I forget whose he was on. I think we were on. He was on somebody's recently for a few minutes. But yeah, he's just like I said. He's basically just resting and everything, and just trying to get everything healed up so he can come back and maybe we can get back to a normal show. Yeah, like I said, it's just I've been actually been real busy, so I haven't been able to do research, come up with a whole thing, and talk and do a whole full show for you guys here. Like tonight, I got nothing. I got nothing right now. So been dealing with my own problems, situations. Anybody know a good lawyer, like a good practicing lawyer in the state of Massachusetts, wants to help me out? Let me know. Somebody who's a good, somebody who's in family law, child support and stuff. I'd reach out to CW, but I don't think he knows much in that field, and he's in New Jersey. So, um, you know, other than that, things are good over here. How's everybody doing out there? Who's in the chat? We got UFO, Gandalf, Out of Mind, Genocide, BGs, Lee, Corvo. Let's see who else did I see? Brad Gray, Nicholas, Raphael. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Good to see you all here in the chat, and then everybody else who's just watching. Thank you all for watching. So, yeah, I heard a little bit something about that genocide. I didn't hear the interview yet. I don't know what was said. I don't know what's going on with that, but it'd be real. I'm interested to see her talk with Bleach Boy. Because she definitely doesn't. She's definitely not into that. So I would I would like to see her talk with him and stuff. But yeah, I gotta try and figure out if somehow see if I can hear or listen to what watch whatever the fuck. Jenny McCarthy has a fucking show. Is it a TV show, a radio show? I don't fucking know. I mean, yeah, he's a fucking he's a fucking tool. He definitely has something wrong upstairs. If he really has that temporal dementia, well, whatever the fuck it is, the frontal temporal dementia, that explains a fucking lot. The dude's a fucking whack job. He really needs to get some fucking help and should be on some medication and shit. Although, from what I've read, there's nothing you can do about it, and he's pretty much a goner anyway. But he shouldn't be allowed to be doing and saying and going around. And if people actually cared about him in any way, you know what I mean, his friends, his family, and stuff like that, they wouldn't be letting him do what he does and everything like that. I think they're exploiting him. They may be just exploiting him. I mean, who the fuck knows? But the whole thing's fucking retarded. Fucking stupid fucking Corey Good and David Wilcock and fucking all those fucking idiots. I'm just trying to read the chat here. Yeah, fuck Jay Leidner too. Fucking, he's a fucking piece of shit too. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Raph. Yeah, we smoked some of the Mendo dope stuff. When they were here this time, and then when they were here in the studio last time, they came with a whole bunch of stuff too. We smoked the Mendo dope stuff. I mean, I don't know exactly what was being passed around when they were here for the Freedom Rally slash Hemp Fest, whatever the fuck they want to call the fucking thing, when everybody smokes weed on the Boston Common, that thing. So yeah, we did smoke, but I don't know what strains they had that were going around, and I forget what I was even smoking that weekend and everything. It was my birthday weekend that weekend and stuff, so Um, I know some of it's the green shock stuff, and some of it was the Mendo dope. Some of it might have been the green dope stuff that they're doing now. So yeah, you know, let's see. Yeah, he out of mind. He may not be suffering from anything at all, but if he actually is suffering from that one thing, I mean, all the other stuff that he fucking says that he has is a bunch of bullshit. But that one thing that he says is an actual thing. Like at first, when you hear it and stuff, like, oh yeah, he's fucking. It's another made up thing and stuff. Just like Steve Cambion was like, oh, that's fucking made up. That's not real or anything like that. But it really is a thing and stuff. And it really does when you read about it and what these people go through and what happens to these people, especially people who aren't receiving treatment and stuff and help for it. Uh, yeah. I don't give him any sympathy or anything like that because he's still out there fucking, he's still doing what he's doing and everything like that. And if people know about this and stuff and they're just like, they're exploiting him, and I'm still not going to give him a fucking card either because those people, they still have an idea of what's going on. They just don't have that off switch to say, nah, fuck it, that's not right. I can't fucking do it and shit. It's weird. If you go and read up on it and stuff like that and read some cases about some of the stuff on these people, um, but yeah, a few months ago. It happens once a year, I don't make a big deal about it. It's just another day, another day, another full rotation around the sun. I've gone around the sun another time. You know, so yeah, it was good. It was good. Like I said, it was on. It was during the Hemp Fest fucking thing here, my birthday. So we went and we are all smoking and shit, and whatever. Same, like it's the same thing that I do every day, all day long, every year, all year long. So I don't like my. Wasn't just my birthday that day. It's however many millions of fucking other people's birthdays. It's that. I don't make a big deal about birthdays and shit like that. I try not to. Other people do, so I kind of go along with that shit. But I'm just like whatever. Have some pineapple juice. I haven't even been reading fucking if there's any other fucking news going on or anything else. Nothing. Just been so busy doing working and stuff. Take care of the kids. Dealing with this fucking goddamn fucking bullshit. I know a few people with my birthday too. Two of my cousins have the same birthday as me. We're all a few years to 10 years apart and shit. And then I know a couple of other people that have the same birthday as me. So I mean, a lot of people get the same birthday. It's like whatever. I mean, when you're a kid and stuff, it's cool. You get presents and stuff like that or whatever. You know what I mean? But you just kind of grow out of that, like Christmas and all that other fucking shit. It's just like whatever. I'd celebrate life every day. Every day I wake up, I'm born again. You know, I don't only live once. I live every day. It's only right. Like they didn't get to pick their name or anything like that. You don't get to pick your own name. You just stuck with that name. You're gonna live with that name for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Wish I could change my name. I don't want to be named after the person I'm named after. Fuck that asshole. Fucking piece of shit. So, like, if my son wants to change his name when he gets old enough, he can change his name. I don't have a problem with that. My wife may have a problem with that, but, you know, if for whatever reason he doesn't like that name and he doesn't want to be that name anymore and stuff like that, so, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, it's like with it. I just feel, you know, I try and give him as much freedom and stuff as he and choice as he possibly can. You know, like we let him if he wants to cut his hair, he can cut his hair. If he don't want to cut his hair, no, it's his hair. You know what I mean? Why are we gonna tell him make him have a haircut that we want him to have? Just makes sense. You know. Now, I don't mind my real name. I just don't like the person that I'm named after. So, you know, just a fucking reminder of him all the time. I'm gonna change this from the Paranormal Hood Live Radio to Smoke King Talk Show. Yep, yep, yep. Damn, 6 Debras in your class? That's crazy. I had this kid that in my school, our names are almost identical. We had the same first names, and our last names sounded almost the same, the way you say them and stuff. They're just spelled differently. We'd always end up getting one of us was always getting called to the fucking principal's office, and we'd always both show up and shit. But they were usually like, "Oh, we were gonna call you anyway." Shit was fucking crazy. I'm like, fuck. That blunt's done. What's everybody smoking on tonight? I'm smoking on some skunk number one, some headband. Oh, excuse me, and I don't know what else. What's going on, Alfie? Welcome. Yeah. That sounds interesting, Nicholas. Lime Haze Times headband. I just got this old school regular headband. It's good shit. What's going on, Victor? Here we go. Some purple stuff. I got a really cool purple fucking plant growing right now. I don't think the cord for the camera will reach all the way in there though to show you guys. I'll have to show you some buds when I harvest it and shit. A few weeks or whenever the fuck it's done. I don't know. I have no idea. So fucking crazy. Fucking, fucking. You know how exhausting it is? Fucking steaming shit all day. Like legit, I was fucking pasteurizing fucking cow shit all day long today. Fucking 6 hours to pasteurize like fucking 100 pounds of fucking shit. Well, you could always have some edibles out if you. You don't have to smoke it. You can vape it. Vape, and I vape. That's usually the only time I vape is if I'm really, really sick. So yeah, John, the mushrooms are doing good. I just harvested some golden teachers today. I got a whole bunch going, different kinds going. Like I was just saying, I literally spent at good 6 hours today fucking steaming fucking cow shit. uh, you know, the life of a fucking mushroom farmer, I guess. Um, but growing mushrooms is fucking. It's such a pain in the ass compared to growing weed and stuff. Like, I just had to throw away like four fucking trays because they got contaminated and everything. And some of the stuff, some of my jars and some of my fucking things, they slow down because the room they're in is getting colder now here in New England. So the temperature's dropping, and that room just doesn't get as warm as the rest of the house because it's like a spare room. You know what I mean? It's got a lot of drafty windows and shit. So I gotta go and put plastic up again. So I don't know. I might build a fucking whole entire mushroom grow in my basement, but that's fucking some big money to fucking build a fucking full sterilized lab in my basement. But they're going good. I'm helping out a lot of people. I got a lot of people that I give microdoses and stuff to. Make capsules and make microdoses and stuff for people. Helps a lot of people out with it. Depressions and anxieties and microdosing is great for not just for mental health. It's great for if you got like aches and pains and stuff like that, like fibromyalgia or joints, arthritis and stuff like that, joint pain and stuff like that. Fucking microdosing is awesome for that. Like, take a microdose. You can't, like, people, I've seen people that, like, I mean, real bad arthritis, like, their hands are like this and stuff. They, like, struggle to move and everything like that. They take a microdose and they're like, oh my, wow, look at that. I can use my hands again. So, yeah, microdosing's good. Jiggy's on a whole bunch of fucking my coconut can of coconut oil capsules. I give him. He's taking that because he doesn't want to take all that fucking shit that they give you to fucking for pain and everything when you go to the fucking hospital and everything. As soon as he fucking, as soon as they said he could take something else, he was like, he fucking. That's the night I actually went up there. So yeah, I mean, microdoses and mushrooms fucking are amazing for all the shit that they fucking are good for. It's good that they finally actually fucking, decriminalize them across, certain cities, and full states are gonna go for it, and they're allowing medical testing and everything. So yeah, Victor, the surge. He's good. He's okay. He's doing way better than he was. Sorry to laugh, but um, he'd even be laughing too. So he'll tell the whole story when he comes back. I know I keep saying this every week. I'm not promising he'll be back next week, but he's actually even he should hopefully be able to come, and he was home from the hospital like almost 2 weeks now. I've been home, so and he's hoping that he can get everything taken off him because he's still got all kinds of stuff attached to him and stuff. So um, he was sick and in the hospital. Basically, he'll explain more of in detail of what actually happened, in depth and stuff. So, but he got sick, and then ended up having to go in the hospital and have surgery and stuff. So, that's where he's been. Everybody who's just joining in who didn't hear at the beginning of the show, and I don't mind telling y'all again. He appreciates everybody's kind words and everybody asking about him and stuff when I talk to him. So let's see. Yeah, hold on. There's a lot to read. Nicholas, yeah, dude. Whew, holy fuck. Yeah, I had pan cans two, three times now, and holy fuck. Let me tell you, whoa, they are definitely worth it. I haven't grown them yet. They are, I guess, harder to grow, a little bit different to grow. I mean, the regular cubensis and stuff. Um, but yeah, they are definitely worth it. As far as, I mean, I don't know about fucking yield wise and selling them and stuff like that, or whatever if you did do that. But I mean, for taking them, whew, you take these. I mean, you've probably seen them. I've seen them. I don't know if you ever taken them or anything like that. They are tiny, skinny, tiny. They don't look anything like cubensis. When they're dry, they look like. First time Willie Michael gave me some, and I was like, he's like, yeah, that's the look everybody does when they first see him. He's like, but trust me, he's like, those things, boom. He's like, just take a gram. A gram of those is like taking 5 grams, dude. They're fucking insane. The most intense, fucking sick fucking visuals and stuff. Goddamn, some good fucking healing fucking mushrooms there. So yeah, that's good. Let me see here. What else? Brad Gray, you got mushroom shit. All right. Yeah, Brad. If you can't fucking find them, then grow them. For all your mushroom supplies that you need to grow them, use shroomsupply.com. Use the use the checkout code Willie when you're checking out. The coupon code Willie for it's either 10 or 20% off. That's Willie Michael's code. Use code Willie. Shroom Supply. And you get your you can get all your grains that are already sterilized grains ready to go that you just got to put your spores in, and you can get your pasteurized horse manure, your pasteurized substrates and stuff, everything you need to get there. And for your spores, use littleshopperspores.com. That's what I would use. There's a couple. Hold on. You can use Little Shopper Spores. Let me say sporeworks.com or mushrooms.com. All three of those are my trusted vendors, Willie Michael trusted vendors. And there's plenty of videos online. I suggest finding Willie Michael. You'd actually have to go at them on DTube and Vimeo because he's not on. He doesn't do grow videos on YouTube anymore. But there's a bunch of, and it's real easy to grow them. So order your spores. It's like they'll ship to anywhere in the United States except for there's 3 states where you can't get spores. Uh, and yep, Little Shop of Spores. Yeah, I love that name too. Yeah, Little Shop of Spores is where I get. I've used the other ones. I've used Sporeworks and I've used Mushrooms.com. And also, I mean, you just go online and get into the mushroom people, the psychedelic community and the people who grow mushrooms. People always trading and selling and have syringes and, slurry syringes or, dishes and stuff, all whatever you need. You know what I mean? There's a huge community online and people that are doing that stuff. You know what I mean? Where you can find trusted people, not to worry about. But if you want to just go with legit stuff, then I'd go with Little Shop of Spores. So yeah, and then anything else that you need after besides the spores, you can get it all at mushrooms.com. Yeah, you can get a whole grow kit with everything you need except for the spores from mushroom.com. And actually, there's a bunch of other sites, but I would use mushroom.com because you get the discount with Willie's discount. Um, Plus, they're really a trusted one. Everything that I've tried some other sites and it's a little spotty here and there. Some of their stuff isn't as good and stuff. Like I've tried Outgrows kits and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. Always everything with mushrooms is good, but you can order mushroom kits with mycelium ready to go. All you gotta do is pop open the kit and everything and just start spraying, fanning and misting and stuff from overseas. But there's chances that it will get confiscated and everything like that. You won't get in trouble, but it won't make it to you. They'll just stop it and they just take it and they throw it away. They don't really do anything with them unless it's fucking large, fucking huge quantities and shit, and you order and fucking, you know what I mean, a whole fucking shitload of this stuff. Because there's tons of places in Amsterdam and stuff where you can order kits. They're already ready to go. Mycelium, the whole thing's ready to go. So Philip Blair. All right, so eating mushrooms is illegal. All right, growing mushrooms in your house is illegal. If you have mushrooms, because they're mushrooms and they grow wild all over the world, psilocybin mushrooms or psychedelic mushrooms growing just on your property, that is legal as long as you don't pick them and eat them. You're allowed to legally. You're allowed to purchase spores, and you're allowed to purchase everything you need to grow psychedelic mushrooms because you can also grow regular edible mushrooms with the same stuff. And it's legal to purchase spores except for in 3 states. I forget which one: Georgia, California, I believe, and some other state. Um, it's legal to purchase spores for research purposes for looking at the spores under microscopes and stuff like that for doing I forgot what the hell it's called for that. But as long as you're not growing the spores, then it's perfectly legal to have spores and everything. But once you start growing them and everything like that, then yeah, it's legal. But now it's becoming where it's not. You know what I mean? Um, let's see, Oakland, Denver, and Chicago now have legalized psychedelic substances, plants, psychedelic plant substances. LSD is still illegal as far as I know in those places, and anything that's synthetically manufactured. But plant medicines are illegal or decriminalized now in those places. And I believe the whole state of Oregon is going for legalized, and California is probably working on it too. So yeah, yep. Mushrooms are good for you. I mean, and again, they're not for everybody. So some people will have, and they just can't take mushrooms for whatever reason and stuff. Even small little microdoses and stuff like that. It's you know what I mean. So, but for the most part, it's something. But again, there's a lot of stuff. Some people can't eat broccoli. Some can, you know what I mean. So, but for the majority of the things, taking mushrooms, small doses is good. Taking mushrooms in large doses in the right setting with a trip sitter and somebody experienced and stuff is extremely helpful for a lot of things too. But if you're inexperienced with it, I don't recommend just going out and just you know eating a half ounce like I do and shit. KB, yeah, we talked about it a little bit. I didn't see it or hear it or whatever, and I will at some point, but I haven't had the time to keep up with everything lately and stuff. And Jiggy's not here either, so it's kind of I haven't done talking yet. So yeah, yeah, fungus is closer to plants. I don't know why they call them psychedelic plants. They're not plants at all. Actually, without fungi, there'd be like pretty much no life on this planet at all. Um, if there are aliens, mushrooms are aliens. The spores can survive space and then you know what I mean. So they could have come from somewhere, and that's where the first things of life have come from. They have fucking a lot of evidence. There used to be giant mushrooms, like 25-foot tall fucking mushrooms growing. Imagine if that was a psychedelic mushroom. I don't know if they found out if it was fucking psychedelic or edible. I don't know if they could find that out, but they've dated it. I mean, it was millions and millions of years old and stuff. But they found a whole bunch of them, fucking mushrooms that were like up to 20, upwards of 20 feet tall, 25 feet tall. And they say they were everywhere. That'd be cool if you could trip balls on broccoli. I mean, but I'd be tripping all the time because I eat a lot of broccoli. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, genocide. That before there was big, huge, giant trees and stuff like that. Mushrooms, the fungus has been around longer than actual plants and stuff like that. Plants didn't come along because um, fungus needs light to grow, but and a lot of it doesn't need light to grow at all. You don't get to grow mushrooms without light. They grow better with light and stuff like that. But it doesn't need sunlight. It doesn't need this. It just needs to up their daytime. Like so I put the light on for 12 hours a day and shut it off for 12 hours. Oh, it's daytime. But it doesn't matter what kind of light it is. For some reason, they do grow better in sunlight and outdoors. But that's just all the natural stuff that's going on in the better environment and stuff like that. But it's weird because I have some growing in sunlight indoors, and the same stuff that I would grow, I grow it outside, but I would put them outside. But the natural airflow and everything, I don't know what else it is besides that and everything. What makes it grow so much better outside? Because I mean, the ones that compared to the ones that are just under lights, under the sunlight, they grow a little bit better and stuff. But when they're actually outside, outdoors, and there's, just growing wild, they grow way better. But they don't photosynthesize, so they don't need actual that sun. They just need light for them to know, okay, it's daytime. But then as much, like I said, I could grow. They will grow if I don't ever switch it, put them into a closet and turn on the lights and stuff. They'll just stop. They'll grow. They're not gonna be like the best and everything like that, but that's just they'll grow in the dark and shit too. So mushrooms have been here for a long, long fucking time, long before the first plants and stuff, probably long before the first animals. Probably a lot of people have eaten psychedelic mushrooms. I missed a whole bunch just went by in the chat. I think I've heard about that temple. Yeah, the mushrooms, especially psychedelic mushrooms, are worshipped and they're sacred all over the world. Um, Yeah, there's a lot of interesting theories to do with the evolution of human beings and psychedelics, not just mushrooms. Most likely, probably mushrooms, though. That was probably the more available and the more easy, the first thing. Because whereas ayahuasca and other things like that, you got to take it and extract it from the vine and do stuff to it. Where people could just pick up mushrooms and hey, this one's edible. Oh, wait, whoa, what's going on here? So and the way that it helps and the connections that they're finding now with all the fucking studies that they're doing, and it's just amazing the fucking neural connections that it fucking makes in our brain. Now imagine fucking million years ago when our brains weren't fucking as advanced as they are now, taking some mushrooms and how far it advanced it. Of course, yeah, it's always aliens did it. But then the theory that mushrooms are aliens or the original mushrooms to this on this planet, and that's they say that could have started the life on this planet. There's theories of that because mushrooms, again, they've had mushrooms in space and they can go in space and they can survive coming through the atmosphere and shit like that. And so there's literally, you are breathing in mushroom spores right now. Everybody in the chat, everybody in the world is breathing in mushroom spores all the time. There's so many fucking mushroom spores in the atmosphere. That's how they know they fucking track these mushroom spores and shit. They've tracked them and they're fucking way the fuck all the way up, surrounding the whole fucking planet is literally a cloud of fucking mushroom spores. Um, all different kinds of mushroom spores and stuff. So nothing else like that on there's pollen from all different types of but again, that doesn't mean anything if that pollen from these plants here and it floats way the fuck over there and it can't do anything with the plants where it lands on. It doesn't do anything, but a mushroom spore can land fucking anywhere and grow a fucking mushroom pretty much, except in like the Antarctic and shit like that. You know what I mean? Certain mushrooms ain't gonna grow where it's too cold. You know what I mean? But pretty much mushrooms can grow anywhere. So yeah. Well, that's highly plausible, John. I would say that the Egyptians ate some mushrooms, which were possibly alien to this planet. You know what I mean? Came from out of another world. And while they were on the mushrooms, they was looking at the fucking sky and shit, and it was like, wow, look at that shit. If we could fucking make the sky down here on Earth. Like I say, I mean, just look at the stars and you're like, huh, I can build it. Yeah, yeah, we could do that. And that's why the fucking pyramid, especially the big one, it's 8 sides. It's not fucking four. Because when you look at a star in the sky and it divides out, it divides into eight. Yeah, Lotus and stuff. Any psychedelic that you can take without, well, at first, when we were fucking, ape turned cave people, whatever, and evolving and going through whatever happened way back when that we don't fully know and everything, they were just eating mushrooms or whatever type of lotus, whatever type of plants you can eat and whoa, fuck, without process. As things went on, we learned how to cook, we learned how to do things. Oh, fuck, this plant, if we could cook it up and shit, we're gonna, wow, makes this fucking shit, and we get fucked up on it. So things evolved and everything like that, and we learned how to, now today we can fucking synthesize all these drugs and shit like that. But fuck that, the real stuff is the best. Well, mushrooms, um, depictions of fairies are, yeah, they coincides because mushrooms in the wild they usually grow in what people call fairy rings. Um, because and most people have attributed this to because if you eat those mushrooms and you lay there in the middle of this fucking fairy ring and shit, you're gonna see all kinds of shit. And some people may attribute it to seeing fairies and everything, sprinkling some fairy dust on them. So that's why they're called fairy rings and stuff. And you'll see it in the wild if you find even not just psychedelic mushrooms and stuff, other mushrooms and stuff. A lot of mushrooms are growing around. You'll see it, and they'll grow in a circle. You'll find a little bit here, and when you look at it, that circle, everything that's growing within that circle, like if you find them in your backyard, like I have one, a huge one in my backyard, um, that grows around. And I have all these. I forgot what kind they are. They're not good mushrooms. Can't eat them and stuff like that. Growing around my yard, but everything with inside that circle grows better than everything outside of that circle because the mycelium field and stuff like that. Like the world's largest fucking mycelium patch, fucking like 200,000 fucking acres or whatever the fuck it is, 2,000 square miles. I forget how it's 2,000 something. It's huge, huge, fucking largest mycelium patch. It's fucking underneath the forest of this giant fucking lush fucking forest. Insane. Yeah, I haven't found a fairy ring of fucking some psychedelic mushrooms yet. Only found fairy rings of mushrooms that I wouldn't eat. um, but yeah, Brad, what's the strongest mushroom strains? Well, yeah, you got your cubensis family, okay? Your cubensis family. There's roughly about 100 strong. Because when you grow some mushrooms, now this one might have more psilocybin than this one. You can get it so you get a nice flush with a good amount of psilocybin. A cubensis has about, yeah, Nicholas. That's what I was gonna say. That's like the strongest is with like 2% of active content per weight. And average cubensis is if you're lucky is 0.75, I believe, or it might even be less than that of active content per weight. On an average cubensis. Now, if it's a penis envy or an albino penis envy, those are cubensis. It's a weird mutation and stuff. Those can be upwards of 1%, or maybe a little bit more than 1% per active content and stuff. Then you got your pan cans and stuff like that. Those get a little bit higher in the 1%, and then like he says, the I don't know how the fuck you say it or whatever. The Azursons, those are upwards of 2%. And Jonathan, I no, you can't. That's yeah. See, that's what I got. Some of the stuff that I got going, and some of the trays, I'm kind of glad because I was just like, whatever. I don't know what the fuck this is going to be anyway. You can't. You can't. It's not like growing weed. You can't take this kind of weed and this kind of weed and put them together and stuff, and you got a thing like that. You can't do that. People say they're doing that, but it's not. It doesn't work like that with mushrooms. It's if you go actually you guys can watch this one when I'm done here and stuff. You can go to Willie Myco, just search Willie Myco. He has a tube where he just talks about certain aspects of mushrooms that he can get away with on YouTube, because if he does talks about growing and stuff like that, then he gets strikes and they kick him out right away. It's fucking ridiculous. But he actually talks about hybrids and stuff like that and stuff. So right now, supposedly I have something that's called, they're calling them capes. Willie gave them to test me out from a supposed vendor that wants him to promote them. So far, the first thing that they gave me some PE6s, garbage, all garbage, everything, and it wasn't anything that I did. They're junk. The syringe was tainted. Um, Now I got some of the capes, only one tray left of it. Now these capes are supposed to be a koi sumai times an ape, an albino penis envy. Supposed to be crossed together. Okay? They're not. I got them. They're popping up right now. They look like irregular. I don't know what kind of cubensis, but they don't look like any koi sumai, because koi sumai are distinct the way they look when they grow. Even though it's a cubensis, it's got a distinct look. A little bit stronger than a regular cubensis usually. And then penis envy, albino penis envy is definitely, it got a distinct thing. So they don't cross, and they don't. You can't do like that and stuff. But what you can do is you can do cloning and stuff. You take a print and then you grow it out on a dish, and then you take the strongest growing patches and stuff, and you grow that out, and you take prints, and you keep doing it until you're getting flushes of a really nice even flush of all big huge mushrooms, really strong, at max potency that you can get out of that mushroom like throughout the whole entire thing. So I still know nothing. I barely I'm just scratching the surface with mushroom growing, and just still learning a whole bunch of it and stuff like that. I know enough to grow them, and to pass on some knowledge to people, but there's so much more in the world of mycology and stuff. Like Willie Myco, who's my mushroom guru, teaching me about fucking all growing this stuff and extracting DMT and shit like that. Like he went to school for this stuff. He like mycology and everything, and drug synthesizing and something else, and he's got like degrees for this stuff. So he really knows all this stuff and everything. So I've just got the gist of the information that he's passed on to me, but it takes years and years to know this stuff before you're on his level. And then you got people like Paul Stamets, and Paul Stamets, you want to know about any kind of mushroom in the world, that dude right there, he can probably save the fucking world with his knowledge of mushrooms. Mushrooms, again, they do a lot. A lot of good mushrooms can do a lot for this fucking planet and shit. It's fucking crazy. I'll have to check that out, Philip Blair. I haven't heard about that one yet. Yeah, Nicholas, it'd be so awesome if it was a fucking true thing, dude. Of course, at times fucking apes, at times albino penis envies, dude. But I got a tray of them right now, and they're starting to pop up, and they don't look anything like koi, and they don't look anything like albino penis envy, and they don't look like it would be a cross of either one either. It looks like it's just going to be some kind of a cubensis, a regular cube. I don't really know yet. I'm waiting for them to get big enough. They're just pinning right now. Um, but I've grown koi, and I've grown albino penis envy, and so even I've shown Willie the pins, and he's like, yeah, that doesn't look anything like what they say it is. So we'll see. Should have them. They should be following big enough this weekend, so I'll really know a little bit more. But yeah, Yeah, exactly. Paul Stamen, he's the work that he's doing with fungi and saving the bees and everything else, and I mean, that's the thing is we're so disconnected from nature now that we've we've forgotten and we've destroyed so much of it that you know we need to go back to that and be one with nature and be part of nature and stuff, that aspect and shit. Not so we can ascend to fucking higher dimensions and shit like that. No, so we can fucking live and save the planet and shit like that. Fucking be, decent human beings and shit. Not fuck everything up all the fucking time. That's what all these new age woo woo fucking hippie doo 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 da da's fucking. They get all this shit fucking confused and everything and fucking twisted up and fucking turn into that cultish fucking thinking and everything like that, None of that shit has fucking like alchemy and stuff. They think it's fuck. No, it's fucking literally the fucking. It's fucking life that you need this and this and this and these things, and they know this to fucking have life. And you're not gonna fucking create magic spells and do all this shit and everything else. And it's fucking certain days are important. They know because okay, this time the year's changing. It's this time of the year. It's changing. All this stuff. It doesn't fucking mean magical things fucking happen. Yeah, it is magical. It's fucking magical. Fall's happening right now. Just had the fucking, you know what I mean? It's all on the equinox and shit like that. That's fucking magical. But magic shit like that fucking people think is happening isn't fucking happening. What's happening, the magical shit, is the fucking leaves are fucking dying or dead already off the fucking trees and shit. We're going into winter time. And then here comes springtime. More magic. Everything comes back to fucking life. That's it. That's it. It's fucking, you know what I mean? But fucking people get that shit all fucking twisted and shit. You know what I mean? That's the magical part. You're not getting superpowers. You ain't fucking can't fucking say some magical shit that day, and then your life's gonna be super magical from that point on because of this fucking happening and all that other stuff. That ain't the way the fucking life works out. Exactly. Spring, rebirth, fall, the death, fucking shit. That's what it is. It's they understood life more. They didn't put this woo woo fucking cultish fucking thinking on everything and stuff, They worked with shit. They knew if they didn't fucking use the plan for what it is and take care of shit, that they would fucking die too. Alright, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright. So, I just saw a TR3B. Fucking crazy. Too bad my phone was inside right here. Fuck. Damn. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is fucking with you. It's just a plane. But I could legit, this is like I could be like all these other fucking Secure Team 10 and these fucking stupid fucking YouTube channels and Corey Good fucking, and me and Jiggy, we say it all the time. We could have come up with some crazy concoctions. We can have video that looks like fucking TR3Bs all the time. All the time. But they're only airplanes. I know they're airplanes. Fucking Logan Airport's right there and shit. And I know they're coming in right now from this time of night where the fucking flight path is. But because the clouds and it's foggy and rainy out right now and shit, you can't see all the lights. You can only see 3 of the lights. And the way they look and the way they turn, it looks like a TR3B. It looks like a whole line of TR3Bs fucking flying through the sky right now. That's what people are seeing the majority of the fucking time. We know that it's a TI-3B, but like 90% of TI-3B sightings is just an airplane flying at the right angle. You're only able to see one. You can't see all the fucking lights. Exactly, Alfie. All that stuff. It's all pertains to actual stuff that's going on with nature and everything, and that's what they originally thought. And then of course people got to put, like you said, resurrection of God. They're gonna turn into gods and blah blah blah. People they worship nature. They worship actual real things and stuff for a long time, and then people started saying, well, let's say some magical shit's fucking happening in the sky. I mean, like it is. Life in general is fucking magic. Just fucking living every day, that's fucking magic. I don't know why people gotta fucking think fucking all this other fucking fancy zippity doo dah fucking woo woo fucking magical bullshit is fucking gonna happen. It's fucking magical. Everything you do all the time is fucking magic. Life is magical. Look at that was magic. I just made a sound by snapping my fingers together. Oh, fuck, magic. Words are coming out of my mouth. Fuck, watch this. You want to see some more magic? I'm going to fucking make this shit disappear. It's going to take a few minutes, but this right here in my hand is going to disappear. I'm fucking magical. You know? But people got to take it and flip it and spin it so they can control and they can fucking profit and do all this other bullshit off of all this fucking shit that we call fucking life. That's it. Life is magic. And once you learn that everything is magic and you see how the magic really works and understand the magic, it makes life a little bit easier. Yeah, this is my greatest trick right here. I make these things disappear all the time. I got fucking years and years of Thursday nights of me making fucking blunts disappear. Just boom, poof. Ready? Watch. Yeah, I'm gonna make it disappear a little at a time. It's gone. Turn into thin air. Oh yeah, they do that shit all the time. The world's been gonna end for fucking who knows how many fucking decades now. Where'd the Road Go podcast? That's hilarious. There's actually a place, I know a place, and we call it Where'd the Road Go? Because all of a sudden when you're driving along and shit, the way the road goes, you're like, fuck, where did the road go? And if you don't know where to go, you're gonna go off of the road. It's fucking awesome taking people there that don't know about it, fucking getting high on your way, driving there and shit, and you're driving down the road, and then all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck's going on? And you're driving, and everybody's like, oh shit, where'd the road go? And you fucking turn real quick. Yes. Who said that? Alfie? I think that's Alfie. Yes, I am alchemically changing the plant into smoke. I am an alchemist. We are all alchemists. We are all magicians. Because that's what humans are. Magical fucking alchemists. I'm just really fucking high now. But y'all get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Again, being human, being alive, even fucking being a fucking dog or a cat or a fucking rat or a monkey or an elephant, that's fucking magical too. Fuck, just living in a world where we have all these things is fucking magical. A fucking warlock. Oh shit. Fucking crazy. Tonight, actually, that reminds me, I went down a street. It was called Warlock Road. And it looked like a fucking war had gone on this road. And it was fucking nuts. I go to turn down the street, and these huge potholes, fucking, because it was raining here, they're filled with water. I'm like, God damn, it's a good thing I drive a fucking four-wheel drive Jeep. It's like, who the fuck paved this road? See, it's going. I've told you I'll make it disappear. Slowly, a little bit by little bit, I'll turn this into the air. It goes from the material to the immaterial. Holy fuck. How the fuck do I do it? Yo, everybody go tweet this out, fucking send this out, do whatever. Tell everybody right now this dude is doing real magic. He's turning something, a material thing, into an immaterial thing right before your eyes. Oh, look at that. I can make fire fucking come out of my hand. God damn. You know, if I wasn't such a good fucking honest human being and shit, like I could be the biggest fucking con man in the world. I'd make fucking Corey Good and David Wilcock look like fucking kindergarten fucking amateurs fucking storytellers. Well, I mean that's what they look like anyway, but God damn, I could probably be fucking president. I could come up with crazier shit than fucking Trump. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start my own show when Jiggy comes back and stuff on another night and shit. Or I just do magic for the fucking for like an hour. You guys want to see this water disappear? I'll do that little by little too. Hey, Michael. Hey, Jeanette. What's going on? Welcome to the fucking show. I've never want to go over the line. I just keep drawing a new line. Shit. I don't know if I put it on Twitter. I don't know if anybody who everybody follows me on Instagram. But hold up, ready? I found this shit and it totally destroys fucking ascending to any dimensions or any of this bullshit at all. Y'all want to hear it? And I have to use your imagination because you can't see the little pictures that I found to go along with it and shit. All right, so there is no fourth dimension. As a matter of fact, there is no third dimension either. By that I mean that there aren't three dimensions. By that I don't mean that there aren't three dimensions. We just can't tell them apart, okay? There's no special direction to be called the first dimension, as an example. It's just like if you fill a jug with 3 cups of water It is easy to tell that there are 3 cups of water, but which part is the first cup? And which part is the second cup or the third cup? Now, you see where I'm going with this? Okay, and picture that jug of water. Now, there may be kinds of dimensions which you can tell apart. If you pour 3 cups of water and 1 cup of oil, there is one dimension which behaves in a different way, and the other 3 have the same characteristics. This is what we mean when we say there are 3 spatial dimensions and 1 time dimension. There's 3 spatial dimensions. I said spatial, I'm fucking high. The 3 spatial dimensions and the 1 time dimension. There's nothing crazy about adding 4 cups of water and 1 cup of oil. That way we have our 4 spatial dimensions and 1 time dimension. Or in the case of string theory, 9 spatial dimensions and 1 time dimension. It's not hard to convince that there might be two dimensions of time. Concluding everything, just because there are 4 dimensions doesn't mean there's a 4th dimension that you can ascend to. You don't know that. Get it? You understand? Fucking mind blown, huh? Exactly, Alfie. Like you can't. You can't get to another dimension and shit like that. I mean, you can understand what one-dimensional things are and two-dimensional, three-dimensional, four-dimensional. I mean, we can't physically see a four-dimensional thing because we are three-dimensional beings seeing things in 2 dimensions, and we can see 1 dimension. But because we are only able to, we're in a 3D reality, we're not in a 4D reality and shit, but we can't ascend to that 4D reality. You can't ascend to the 4th dimension from the 3rd dimension that you're in. You know what I mean? Alright, I'm missing what's going on in the chat here. Yeah, I want to see more evidence on that too, about the missing trillions and stuff. But I don't know enough about it really to say much about it until I see more evidence. Yeah, that's DMT experiences and psychedelic experiences. That's the way I've always put it. Is like that's the only way that you're really traveling, where you're able to see like, because I see 4-dimensional, like it's fucking like it's hard to explain. You understand if you're taking psychedelics, especially DMT and stuff, like what you see. Like, yeah, it's an interesting question there, Michael Adam. Could consciousness be a dimension? I don't know. But it's again from what we know, we have the 3 spatial dimensions, and then they consider time a dimension, and then according to the string theory, there's 9, maybe 12, I think, or something like that, dimensions. And then they think there may be multiple dimensions of time in string theory, which is getting a little bit more and more plausibility, so they say. But we physically, we couldn't ascend to the ninth dimension from where we are and everything like that. You know what I mean? It's not possible. No matter what you do, you can't ascend down to the first dimension like David Wilcox is like. If you're bad and you don't do this, you're gonna stay behind and be put back down into the lower dimensions and have to work your way back up to the third dimension, and maybe they'll let you pass on to the fourth grade. I mean. Yeah, I kind of like that, It's like your own personal dimension. It's your own little world. Yeah, you have Gandalf. Yeah, past, present, future. Those could be three different dimensions of time. That's that's one interesting way to look at it and stuff, and I think that's why I forget. It's pretty sure. It's been a long time since I looked. String theory and stuff really makes your fucking head fucking go whoo. Um, so I can't really say too much and get too involved with all that and shit. I haven't been up on my physics and string theories and all that shit. So I bug it in the 420th fucking dimension. Yeah, that's exactly, Alfie. It's totally fucking misunderstanding, and totally fucking that misunderstanding is totally used against fucking people and shit like that. Who, you know what I mean? The average person doesn't understand fucking just basic physics and shit and everything about dimensions, to let alone be like, oh, I'm ascending to the fifth dimension. Woo! Fuck yeah, let's go! Party time in the fifth dimension. Woo woo! Here we come! I'm ascending! One second, hold on. Queen's going to bed. I'll smoke another one. So yeah, the whole woo-woo thing, they take dimensions and they fucking, because they don't understand dimensions themselves, they fucking spin it and fucking sell it. And then they take the whole fucking we are one part of the universe thing, because they don't understand what the fuck these people are talking about when they say that you are the universe, you are all that, Cause it's just because we're made up of the same stuff as the rest of the universe and shit. It doesn't mean we're the universe and we're making the whole everything happen from this fucking our own points of view and shit and all that other fucking bullshit. That's not how it fucking works at all. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Because if it worked that way, I'd fucking snap. Yeah, that's right. I'd fucking Thanos snap a lot of motherfuckers out of existence. I'd be like, boop. Thank you. That's a much better universe. Oh, but of course the woo-woo would be like, well, you can't do that, man. Blah, blah, blah. That's not how it works. Well, cool. How does it work then? Well, tossing word salad. Hold up, let me toss the salad for you. Boom, 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 boom. You want dressing on this salad? Let me dress it up a little bit. Quantum. Blah, 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 blah. Woo, 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 woo. And that's what you get. And they're like, that's how you do it. I'm like, yeah, really? Let me see you do it right now. I say it all the time. Just once, I want to see these fucking people talking about fucking superhuman fucking powers and shit like that. Fucking do something superhuman. Just once. One time. Fuck. Hell. Let me see you climb a tree and fucking rescue a cat. You're fucking flexible. All that yoga you doing and shit. Now, not that yoga's bad or anything like that. Hey, Mom. How you doing? It's just me here, holding things down. Well, your son is getting better and everything. Yeah, it's good to see that you're in here and you made it in tonight. I haven't been doing the late shows. I'm probably going to be wrapping this up here in a few minutes. So, do I have DMs open on Twitter, Philip? Yes, I do. If I go on Twitter, and I actually do, I don't really go on Twitter. If you're on Instagram, better to go on Instagram. I'm on Instagram more. And it's Paranormal Hood Live Radio on Instagram, all one word. But I'll go and check. I check it once in a while. I mean, yeah. So if you want to DM me on there, I don't know. I ain't gonna promise when I'm gonna get back to you. It'll be within a few days probably. I check it every once in a while. So thanks, Mom. I'm trying. It's been really hectic for me in my life right now too. So it's all right. It's good to see that you popping on. Have a good night. Peace and love to you. Oh shit. Should I smoke another one? Maybe in a minute. Fucking why not? Oh fuck no, I won't go on Facebook. I know Instagram's owned by Facebook, but fuck Facebook. Fuck that shit. What's going on, Richard? Welcome. Welcome. I don't know who else. Anybody else joined in? I don't know. Outside, you rescued a dog? Yeah, all my animals are rescue animals. I won't go and like um yeah, all of them were rescue animals. Though we did buy the tortoise in the pet store, but she was a rescue. Somebody gave the tortoise to this place, and then I rescued it from the pet store because the fucking pet store fucking had in this little ass fucking cage and shit. She should have been way bigger than she is by now and stuff. But now I got her. She's fucking grown. She's a tank. I want to change her name to Tank, but my son won't let me change it from Ray from Star Wars to Tank. So I just call her Ray the Tank. Anyway. And our dogs, we always rescue dogs and stuff. Like my wife wants me English bulldog, but I'm like, I'd rather rescue a dog. And if we can find one and rescue it, then that's cool. But now I've just found out my son he's allergic to dogs and all this other stuff too. So they're all anything you do on your phone and connected to the internet is fucking creepy. It's all that is listening. It's fucking watching. It's doing everything all the time. That's what it all does. People all like the conspiracy of they're gonna microchip you came true. It's just not in you. I mean, they're gonna attempt that at some point too, but they figured it's easier to get everybody to do this at first. But then eventually they're just gonna make it be like, yeah, put this little chip in you, and you can just go boop, and it just you see it on your hand and shit or whatever. Yeah, doing what you love has never worked. Ah, good to know, Philip Blair. Rhodesian Ridgebacks are hypoallergenic. And the Akita, I'll have to look into that. So, yep. Oh, look at I'm gonna make something else disappear. I made one disappear already. One down. Actually, if I can, this is what my fourth one. I think. Yeah, I rolled four, so this is gonna be four. Made four fucking blunts disappear by myself in an hour and a half. Oh, this one will be done in about 15 minutes, maybe. Yeah, see, that's the thing. There are some conspiracies that are true and everything like that. But then see the fucking con artists and shit like that, and the people that don't really think for themselves and everything and fall for the fucking whole woo woo conspiracy, fucking everything's a conspiracy trap. They like to use those as like, oh, this is true and this is true, so that means all this other stuff is true. No, it doesn't. That doesn't mean anything is. None of that is true. Just because one thing is similar and that came true and that was true doesn't mean all this other shit is fucking close to being true at all. What's up? Yeah, if we get a dog, we'll look into what he might be able to have and stuff. Not too worried about it. I mean, we do have a dog in the house. You guys have seen Leo come down here on the first floor. My sister-in-law and my father-in-law, they have the dog on the first floor. So, I mean, it's alright. It's not too allergic to dogs, I guess. They got a whole scale of how allergic things are and how, you know what I mean? He doesn't, you know. Merlin the Smoke Wizard? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't fully trust everything that Snowden says and stuff, but there's a lot of the stuff that he fucking says that's true. I mean, everything your phone is tracking, it's tracking you all the time, whether you shut it off or anything. Does my father-in-law smoke? Oh yeah, hell yeah. He probably would have. No, he wouldn't have. He doesn't smoke blunts. He won't smoke a blunt because of tobacco. Um, but yeah, he smokes. Fucking smoking since before I was born. Fucking just turned. He just turned. Today's is actually his birthday, and just walked by. 60. I fucking 65. I think 64. I don't know. 60 something. I'm fucking high as a kite. But when am I not? Right? It's my water though. Fucking got fucking caught in my like a motherfucker though. I like blunts, Alfie, because I used to smoke cigarettes and I stopped smoking cigarettes and just started smoking way more blunts. I smoke, I smoke blunts like they're cigarettes. At least it's not a cigarette, right? Gary McKinnon is the biggest fucking crock of shit. He's not a fucking. He's full of shit. He didn't fucking do any of that shit that he said he did. Look into go and when you get on Instagram, go look back through all my stuff. We've talked about him on here before, a long time ago. Gary McKinnon did not hack no monastic computers and do any of the fucking shit that he said that fucking he did and have any of the stuff. None of the fucking shit. His whole thing is fuck. Just look it up. Just go look up Gary McKinnon and fucking fake, and you'll see the whole fucking story. It's actually kind of sad because he's got something fucking wrong with him fucking upstairs and shit. Like Corey Good, like most of these people. You know what I mean? I haven't smoked cigarettes in fucking like 7, 8 years. You know. But when I did quit first, when I did first quit, I wasn't smoking blunts and stuff. I just quit by smoking more weed. Like instead, I'd smoke a bowl and then I'd go to smoke a cigarette. I just smoked another bowl, or I'd smoke another joint or something. I'd smoke a joint. I'd smoke a bowl and then I would smoke a joint after because it was like smoking a cigarette. And then I'd smoke blunts once in a while. But then I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna smoke blunts all the time. Because I like blunts, because especially the blunts that we use, because I can make it the size I want and shit, and Well, no, he did. He was a hacker, but he didn't hack and do what he did and everything like that. He did break some laws and stuff like that. He did do some illegal shit and everything. I like, again, I don't have the whole thing on the top of my fucking memory banks here and everything. I just know that he's, again, like fucking 90% of these fucking people, they're fucking bullshit. He's just one of the ones that are bullshit that people like to fucking use, and you see the fucking things all the time. He hacked the fucking military, and they wanted to do this and that, everything, and NASA, and he saw all this shit. No, he didn't. None of that shit. Nope, didn't happen. I could probably look it up in 2 seconds, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna finish, take a couple more hits of this, and then I'm gonna call it quits here, because I'm fucking getting hungry now too. All right, hold on. I'm finding it up with Gary McKinnon. Thanks. Because I don't think his IQ is fucking really that high. But that doesn't matter if your IQ is fucking high or not, because fucking lots of people's IQs are fucking high. Fucking Ted Bundy's fucking IQ was fucking high. A lot of fucking crazy fucking people's IQs are high. It doesn't fucking mean anything. Doesn't mean you hacked a fucking into NASA and shit and fucking found aliens. My IQ's high. I'm not gonna say what my IQ is, but my IQ is high. This might take me a second here. Oh, this is fucking taking forever. I know I got this shit somewhere in one of these fucking things somewhere. Alright, if I don't find it soon, I'm gonna say, fuck this shit. I'll talk about him next week. Do 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 do. Alright, here we go. Good old Gary, always fucking popping up on another meme here and there again. All right, so every favorite, he's got Asperger's. That's correct. That's one thing he suffers. He does suffer from Asperger's. Hacker with dial-up internet. Gary, a reclusive drug addict with mental disabilities and dreams of being a hacker, got hold of a remote login password for a United States Space Command and bumbled around their system for 13 months. Unable to do much, he posted a few taunts and started deleting system files before being locked out and arrested. Gary is said to have done $800,000 in damages to the systems, but what What did the super sleuth discover? He says aliens. Check out this quote. We were in their ship names. I can't remember, says Gary. I was smoking a lot of dope at the time. Not good for the intellect. John Rosin interviews Gary McKinnon. Oh no, mind blown. Truth is, Gary is a drugged up moron who made a mess and is still wanted by the U.S. government for it. The UK has denied his extradition as he is neither mentally nor emotionally stable enough to stand trial. He is constantly thinking he is going to Guantanamo Bay. He has since come out as a 9/11 truther and thinks the government is hiding free energy from the aliens. Yeah. He does. He has some other stuff too. This is just a brief little synopsis of of a post that that's up there. So yeah, when you go in and you actually look up and you read the whole thing and stuff about it, and he's yeah, he did, like I said, he did hack into it. And it wasn't a NASA computer or anything like that. It was again, it was a military computer, but it wasn't like what people think it is. People just think, oh, it's a military computer, so it obviously has fucking stuff in it and everything like that. And he did more fucking harm being in what he was doing and everything than he fucking did anything. So, oh, who's leaving? Later, Dex. Peace and love to you. I'm about to be out in a second, so um, yeah, there's more to it and stuff. Again, I think he does have his high IQ. I don't know how exactly how high it is or whatever and stuff. But again, a lot of people have IQs. It doesn't mean fucking that you saw fucking aliens when you were looking at a computer and stuff. And just because you say you saw aliens when you were looking at a computer doesn't mean anything. He has nothing. He's even said it himself plenty of times. I didn't take anything out of there. I have no files. I have nothing. This is it. Again, you can go and you can watch and you can hear him say it like I like literally, and you can see how fucked up he is, whacked out of his mind. I believe he's a fucking heroin addict. I'm just don't quote me on that or anything, but I'm pretty sure that's it, that he's on some type of drugs and shit like that. And in the interview and stuff, you can tell he's whacked out of his mind and stuff. And he even says, um, we was looking around and we saw the alien ship names and stuff, but I can't remember because I was all fucked up then too, like it says in this quote and stuff. And there's actually video of him saying this stuff. He's like, I don't have any evidence. That's just is what I this is. It's just him saying this. Just like I could say, oh, hold on a second, guys. Oh, I just like I just went outside. I just went outside and I'm in my backyard. Oh fuck, it looks like a TR3B. Now would you believe me? No evidence at all. I just saw a TR3B. You know what I mean? Hold on, guys. Let me fucking get on my other computer here. I'm gonna hack in. I got this fucking password. I was at the fucking bar the other night. This fucking military dude was fucking drunk. I stole his fucking password from him. So I'm gonna hack into the fucking computer right now, dude. Oh yeah, look it. Alien fucking ship names. I'm too high to fucking say them. They're in fucking alien language. I don't know. Do you believe me? I got an IQ of 150. Right. And the British government, um, in most circumstances, doesn't usually hold back on extraditing uh, prisoners to the United States. Um, so, but in his case, again, I believe he's now in like the care over there and stuff. Like I don't know the full update on it and stuff. I haven't looked into where his life is now and stuff. But yeah, they won't let they like he's not fit to stand trial or anything. He's over here. He's probably in and out of fucking who knows what kind of fucking hospitals or rehabs and everything else like that. He's like all these other fucking kooks out here with a story that have nothing to fucking prove it. Nothing. Dude's a super hacker, but he wasn't able to fucking put something onto a fucking floppy disk, a fucking nothing. No fucking memory stick, USB card, nothing. Didn't get nothing. Didn't take no screenshots. He was on the fucking computer and looking at it. You know what I mean? Again, it's a cool story, bro. But unless you got some actual fucking hot evidence, that's what it is. It's a cool story, bro. And if he really did hack in there and stuff, and he did all that stuff, the government would take him out. Even in the fucking British custody, they'd be like, yeah, well, the British would be like, yeah, well, maybe he saw something of our stuff that's in there that you guys know about and everything else. You know what I mean? It's not happening. It's just, you know what I mean? Our government has fucking killed people for less. We say this all the time. They've killed people for fucking all kinds of shit. Yet all these people, these wackadoos, are all out here fucking talking all this stuff, these government secrets, and they're just. And they can make it look like they weren't killed at all. It's real easy to kill people without people knowing, you know what I mean? It's like this secret evil cabal that's doing all this evil stuff and killing people and worshiping people and fucking sacrificing people and stuff, but they can't take out fucking yeah, get Epstein. Exactly. Exactly. That's like seriously. And David Wilcox and Corey Goods and fucking Billy Cossins and fucking David Ikes and fucking all these people are just running around. Yeah, I know all the fucking world secrets. Yeah, because William Cooper too, especially, you know why? You know why? If you've seen his last interview and everything, why they really were going after him in the end? Because they wanted him to tell you that there was aliens and stuff like that. In the end, he finally started to figure out and realize there was no aliens. All that stuff was us. It was all boom, boom, boom. But he was a die-hard patriot. Do anything for my country. Believe my country. This is my country and stuff like that. If you watch his last interview, really interesting shit and everything, and then you research the stuff that he's talking about that, and you see, wow, there's actual connections and stuff. That's why people say, oh no, he was killed because he was talking about aliens and he knew about all this stuff, all these things and everything like that. No, he was killed. But I think now, after my theory and my idea on it is, he was killed after that because he was telling people now that no, these things now from what I have, and he had stuff that he's, and a lot of that unfortunately wasn't released. Actually, if you read his book, where he's in his books and stuff, it's in there, but it's not in there. You can tell and stuff by the way what he's describing and everything, and you can see that he's questioning what he's seeing, as he doesn't think that it's something out of this world, from another world and stuff. When you read his book and everything. So, but yeah, that's my theory and stuff, and a lot of other people is thinking is Bill Cooper was killed because he figured out and finally was understanding and was at that point where he fucking knew that they are doing this. It's the government that is doing this. These are government crafts. The government has this technology. The government is doing all this stuff. There's no aliens involved. It's just the fucking government. And they've had this narrative and this whole ploy and everything, and they've had it along since the early 1900s. The speech that Reagan has plagiarized and other people fucking have used and stuff like that originated from some secret meeting and stuff that Bill Cooper found out. So yeah. Yeah, Alex Jones is fucking a shitload of fucking misinformation. Alex Jones is a fucking puppet and a half. Alex Jones used to have, I mean, a little, again, with just like all these con artists, fucking puppets and shit, a little bit of stuff that he says is boom, boom, boom. Again, not everything that people credit Bill Cooper with saying um, is actually fucking, he totally, at the end, he totally fight with, because I mean, if you look at his stuff, he knew his shit and what he was talking about. And like I said, if you read his book and actually have read his book, I actually have it. Actually, look at that right over here, right next to fucking Billy Carson. Behold a Pale Horse. This is supposedly one of those books that they track when you buy it. You know, those books, that list of books and stuff. This is supposedly one of those books and stuff. So I got it from a friend who got it from a friend from a friend. So I don't know how they're tracking it now, but Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper. And when you read this book and stuff, and what it talks about and everything in here, and how the government has a plan to make us into basically, slaves and stuff, and you look around, there's a lot of truth in this stuff. But then there's a lot of stuff again that he started to change his mind after this book came out with afterwards, and he started to go public with, and that's when they really went after him. So they'll take people out when they start. If the people are telling the truth and it's really true what they're saying, they're not going to be saying it for long. Yeah, I think Alex Jones. I don't know if he could have purposely been put into place, or they just kind of helped booster him and got him. They saw he was one of these people fanatics, and they like up, you know what I mean. So they kind of they could have helped him out along and stuff like that. Who knows with all that? But again, there's strong evidence, and it's not just my theory. A lot of theory it's a theory. There's a lot of stuff to back it stuff. There's people in this world that are fucking power hungry, sadistic, fucking not satanic, sadistic, fucking egotistical, fucking people that fucking just want to control everything, and they're part of these families and these fucking groups and stuff that have been around for a long time that have figured out this stuff that people can be manipulated and stuff like that. It's not hard and everything. You just need to know the basic needs of people and how to fucking make them want, how to, you know what I mean, give you what you want so they can get what they need. And everything like that, and that's what it's all about, and that's how queens stay in power, and people fucking she's, you know what I mean, the fuck up, it's cause the queen, so we got it, it's the queen. Fucking, all this fucking shit and this fucking families and stuff like that. But they're not reptilians and then all this other stuff and stupid fucking woo woo fucking dumb fucking shit that people say. No, that stuff is bullshit. But as far as these people being in control and wanting to be in control and power and all this stuff and have all the, you know what I mean, control of everything in the world. I mean, just look around and what's going on in the world and what's up. It's just that's a lot of stuff to back that up. But there's no evidence, there's no proof, there's no fucking anything out there to show that these people are reptilians or fucking Octurians or fucking Anunnakis or fucking Palladian good people trying to save the day and shit. There's way more, in my opinion, there'd be way more fucking bad aliens out there than there is good aliens. I think the good aliens are getting their butt kicked. Because there's a lot of bad fucking people on this planet. They're just bad human beings. It's just human nature. That's just in them. Anybody, you know what I mean? Anybody. Again, I could be a fucking one of these big huge I could have probably, people have told me I could be a politician. Jiggy told he could have been a politician. He could have been a preacher and stuff. You know what I mean? All kinds of stuff. But I'm like, I don't feel good doing that. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want, it's not, that's not, you know what I mean? But some people don't have that. They're like, oh, well, fuck it, because I'm going to do that shit. Oh, I don't even know because I see the chat's going or whatever. I don't have any more blunts, so we'll call it a night, everybody. Next week, maybe Jiggy will back, maybe not. But again, he is getting better. He's doing good. So he should be coming back. Yeah, most people, the majority of the world has morals, but unfortunately, there's some people that don't have morals, and they've learned how to use other people's morals against them and stuff like that to manipulate and cause the world to be in the situations that we're in. And hopefully sometime, some point that changes, but you know, until all those people have a serious fucking psychedelic experience and fucking crush their ego down into a little fucking more manageable fucking thing, and it's gonna happen. So till next week, everybody, thank you for joining in. I will tell Jiggy you all said hello and wish them well, and hopefully he'll be joining us next week. If not, it'll be another Smoke Talks with Smoke King. Want to do magic and make blunts disappear? So, thank you all. Peace and love.